Everyone's in. We fixed the chat.
So if you just refresh your browsers, you guys can get in on the chat. Thanks for staying with us.
So I guess we had star.star band. How do you even do that?
I didn't
Did you do that?
Maybe.
Did we opt somebody and let them do something weird? You didn't opt anybody, did you?
Peter Martinez. Ray to stud.
I don't think Peter Martinez knows how to do that. And Ray wouldn't do it, so I don't know what's going on. But I think we fixed it. Well,
looks like a
fixed
wasteland was drawn for Alex. His opponent drew Tarmogoyf. Alex at 2 life, he's in a little bit of trouble because every single turn that he passes gives another opportunity for Steve to draw a burn spell.
Alright guys, so the chat issue is resolved. You should be able to probably, I guess, if you're trying to chat on one of the websites like StarCityGames.com, you should be able to refresh your browser and then log in with your Ustream account information, and then everything should work.
Doesn't Sylvan Library let you look at the top 3?
You technically draw 2 more cards.
Oh, okay. So if you don't have a card in your hand, it's... Okay, never mind. Yeah.
You draw, and then you draw stuff, you draw 2 more.
Yeah, he's only been looking at 2 cards.
Pretty sure you look at the top 3. Pretty much. You draw the...
Steve has only been looking at the top 2, I believe.
Maybe, you don't have to keep those cards anyway. So maybe he never wants that extra card, ever.
Especially when his opponent's at 2 life and a burn spell kills him.
Wasteland.
Looks like Alex is going to wasteland one of the lands over there.
Tiger.
And looks like Steve is just going to go get another Taiga. Giving him another, hopefully 3 cards to look at if he wants to get a burn spell.
Now he's 7. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think I just saw one. Bang. You're dead. So I don't know what Alex could have done that game. I think he got a little unlucky. But
So who got that one?
Steve did. He drew a burn spell from the top 2, but should have been top 3.
We don't need that 3rd card.
Had that one.
It's optional.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
Alright, so how was your evening, Ben? What'd you have for dinner?
I had more pizza.
More pizza? You
Right.
must really like pizza.
No, I don't.
What kind of pizza did you have?
We-
Papa John's?
We had Domino's.
Aren't they the same place?
They're kind of like the same place.
Kinda. Oh wait, that's Little Caesars and Papa John's.
Yeah.
So what's happening in Indianapolis in a couple of weekends?
I don't know what is, Rashad.
I don't know. Why don't you tell us?
Oh,
Absolutely, yeah.
I believe there's another StarCityGames.com $10,000 open
Absolutely.
in Indianapolis, March 13th and 14th. Is that true?
That's what I hear. Could just be a vicious rumor.
So March 13th there's going to be a $5,000 standard tournament. March 14th there's going to be a $5,000 legacy tournament.
Yeah.
And is GG's Live bringing us live coverage from both of those days?
I hope so.
With all the fetch lands, so like that is good.
And by hope so, I mean, yep, we will be there.
How many people came out today for this event, Rashad?
We had 239 for the legacy portion. Obviously, yesterday we had a lot more. It was 500, over 500.
560.
That is zoo for you. That is zoo.
can't quite get the. We need to maybe. Well, I don't want to have to scoot the table. We move the camera over a little bit after this match is done. It's just bothering me. It's not centered.
Sure.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah, so today will be 9 rounds. It's just over the cutoff, right, for 8 rounds with 239 players.
Right.
But I'm not.
That's 9 rounds. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So another 9 rounds of fun. At least it's not 10 rounds like yesterday.
I like extra rounds of Magic because that's more GG's Live that we get to bring you.
Yep.
We're slowly getting everyone back into the chat room.
Yeah, we've got about 125 people in the chat room.
Besides this.
It's bright and early. I know it's a little past noon here, but West Coast, does that make it
9:15.
9:15? It's pretty early. People still in bed. We were up late last night. We're the only ones really up.
That was so fun.
Trap, like the mind break trap, like you just.
I'm gonna go scoot the camera.
So why are you even bothering?
I'm sure I can do it. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like I want to push to the right that way, so I want to push it that way.
Was it? Wait,
Always the other way.
Oh, the amp?
You want to push it closer to us. Yep. So the players still shuffling up. They mulligan, or they sideboarded for this third game. But this matchup's actually pretty interesting. Both of the decks are very powerful. Both kind of new contenders. Not too new, but contenders in the Legacy format that weren't at the beginning of the Legacy format. It used to be all Goblins and Threshold, and then slowly the Zoo deck came out and the Merfolk deck came out. Merfolk deck is a very popular choice for people that are a little less experienced with the Legacy format, but are still experienced Magic players.
Did it even move?
You saw the Merfolk deck win the World Championships team portion with Lee Bo, I believe, had played no games of Legacy, or no sanctioned matches of Legacy before coming to Worlds, and won every single match he played. So. There was no feature match round 1. We just started with round 2. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Turn 1, Ether Vial starts it off for Alex Bertoncini. And Steve starts off with Savannah. Wasteland quickly gets rid of that Savannah, and that Wild Mikado's looking like a 1-1. Perhaps soon to be a 2-2 if Plateau comes into play under Steve's side. Ether Vial is again gonna, just like first game, is gonna let Alex power out a bunch of guys. If he's got a second one, then that was the big reason why he won the first game, is just because he had 2 Ether Vials. He was able to power out a bunch of guys in his hand and just take a creature advantage in the matchup. Kurt Ape is added to the board, so no Plateau, just a 2-2 Wild Mikado, dropping Alex down to 18. Both players at 18 at this point.
Yep, 18 all.
No second, another Wasteland for Alex, pretty much mana screwing his opponent. His opponent's got Knight of the Reliquary, Path to Exile, Lightning Bolt, Tarmogoyf, and one other card in his hand. Gets that basic plains to avoid a Wasteland.
Score's now 15-18. This historically isn't a good matchup for the Merfolk decks.
No, it's not.
I mean, it gets a little bit better when you splash Tarmogoyf, because then at least it gives you a creature that doesn't just die to every burn spell.
But there's unfortunately no Merfolk Lord that gives all your Merfolk Shroud. That would change it.
There's a Kira, the glass spinner. It's in a lot of the
Kira,
sideboards.
great glass spinner.